Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cyclones offense going to get the chance to start this game off. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline. Something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Made a defender. Oh, he's still got more. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Run in the red zone, it's Bray. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air on second down. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kansas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. There
he goes. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Hicks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Plows through the defense. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity today.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Let's it fly. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Running the red zone, it's Brake. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 3rd down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hicks. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go, sack.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UCF. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Makes it past the marker. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got it behind the line. It's Rudolph. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hicks. Bears the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Briggs. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff, it's Briggs. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Briggs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a...
Turning it on! Powers through the defender.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Iowa State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to...
And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It'll be a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Finds his big tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on... Down, 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hicks. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The give to the tailback. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Hit as he throws. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the completion on first down.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Jackrabbit.
Try and play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. We joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Great move. Now he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done. Behind
the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hicks. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Well, jet sweep pass. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.